Hello, everybody. It's me. I am here with something that God gave me that I never thought I would even be delivering. So, I'm calling all Moses. This message is not for everybody, but I'm calling all Moses. And y'all probably be like, what you mean you calling all Moses? Because that's what I was told to do. To call all Moses. And right now, people probably don't even know they are a Moses. But whoever this message is for, by the time this video ends, you going to realize that you are a Moses. Boy, I tell you, when I say God put some revelation in me on today, oh. So I'm like I said, I'm looking for all the Moses out there. Y'all come on and listen to this message because you're ready to receive some revelation. So today, we always talk about Pharaoh. And what Pharaoh and the Israelites, but God was like, let me give you some insight on Moses. So if you know the story of Moses, and when God was getting ready to use him to go and talk to the leaders, the elders, and go and deliver the message to Pharaoh. Remember, Moses had that mindset of, well, God, God telling him, go and tell the people this. Go and tell Pharaoh this. But keep in mind, Moses had that mindset where he was like, well, I don't think I can do that. And they're not going to listen to me. I just don't think I can do that. I'm just adding mine in it. I'm not saying that that's exactly what, but he just didn't have that confidence. He just didn't. And he kept telling God, like, I just don't think I can do it. But the thing is, God said that God was trying to let Moses know, well, Moses, I'm going before you. I'm going to be there with you. But still, Moses did not know what he had inside of him versus what God already knew. A lot of times, we don't know what's here. We don't know what God has put over our life. And what we would do, we would just shorten ourselves from things in places that God got prepared for us. But we would sit in our low self-esteem. We would sit in our insecurities. We would even talk ourselves out of things because we don't feel like, well, I don't have that. So that's why God was like, go out there and call all the Moses. Because he said it's a lot of Moses out there that I'm trying to get them to a place. I'm trying to get them to make a move. I'm trying to get them to take some steps. But they discrediting themselves. They keep talking themselves down because they feel like, well, I just don't think I can do it. Where my Moses at? Where is my Moses at? God said it's a Moses out there. And Moses just kept telling God, I just don't think I can do it. Can you just use somebody else? Is it anybody out there? I'm sorry, y'all. Let me go and put my hand up in the air because the question I'm getting ready to ask, I must say, I'm going to go ahead and put my hand up in the air and let y'all know that I will be the first to admit, is it anybody out there right now that's in a Moses situation where God is telling you, hey, go do this. Take that move. Take that step. But you talking yourself out of it because you feel like, well, I can't do this, I can't do that. But you got to understand, Moses, that God already know what you can and what you cannot do. God already know what he got planned for you. God already know what's in you. God already know the greatness that's in you. You honestly think that when he went and chose Moses, it could have been anybody else. But he chose Moses. You don't think he knew what Moses had in him? But Moses didn't know that. So guess what? Moses was like, I don't think I can do this. Is there anybody out there right now that's in a Moses situation right now, where you just constantly telling yourself, I can't do this. God, how am I gonna go and tell these people this? Who am I for them to be listening to me? How am I going to go out here and start this business? I don't have the income for that. Is there any Moses out there? As a matter of fact, is there anybody out there right now that's sitting listening to this message and realizing, hey, I'm a Moses? Don't you know don't you know that God knows everything about you? Don't you know that God knows everything about you? You don't think that he don't know what's in you? You don't think he don't know the abilities that you have? You don't think that he know anything about you for him to push you and tell you, go forward, move forward, step out there? If I'm telling you I'm there with you, if I'm telling you that I'm going ahead of you, whatever it is, whatever it is that you're trying to accomplish, whatever it is that you want to accomplish, it don't have to just be a exact story of what he had Moses to do, but What is it that he's telling you? Step out there and do it. What is he telling you to step out there? Do it. I'm there with you. You got it in you. When God gave me this message today, I was just like, and I remember back here last month, I was doing a message. And I got on there and I said, God told me that I'm in a Moses situation. And sometimes God will give you some insight. Sometimes God will, give you a message. But sometimes he'll give you just enough for that moment, so you will understand just what he wants you to understand. But today he started feeling it, feeling more in, like, let me show you. Moses was hesitant. Moses didn't feel like he had it in him to get after it. And I honestly believe, and back here I was thinking about this. I was thinking about Moses, and I was just saying to myself, I was like, I honestly believe that just by, when Moses went to Pharaoh, he went in with a real low self-esteem. He went in because he was already telling God, I can't do this. Use somebody else because they not going to listen to me. He was already going in with that low self-esteem. He was already talking himself out of it. But let me tell you something that I was thinking about back here a while back. I don't know why I was thinking about this, but I was just like, you cannot tell me that after God just started pushing him, when he kept telling him, well, I'm going to show you what I can do. I'm going to show you that I'm going to be there with you. Let me show you what I can do. Just do what I tell you to do. Whatever I tell you to do, I'm going to do it. Just follow what I tell you to do. You cannot tell me that once he kept pushing Moses, once he kept sending him back and telling Pharaoh, you better do this. You got to do this. God said you got to do this. You cannot tell me that was not building Moses up. Nobody can tell me. Can't nobody tell me that the more God was pushing them, the more God was sending them back and letting them see, like, Moses, you got it. Do it. Use the staff. You cannot tell me that did not build that man's confidence. You just cannot tell me. When Moses started out, he started out with some insecurities. Oh my God. Come on. Come on through with the message. Come on through with the message. He started off with some insecurities. He started off with some low self-esteem. He started off with no confidence in himself. But when God started pushing him and encouraging him and letting him see, like Moses, I'm there. I'm there with you the whole time. Okay, we'll use your brother. But at the end of the day, Moses, where is my Moses at? At the end of the day, God is going to build you up. And that's what he did. He built Moses up to let Moses see, Moses, you got it in you. Trust me. I know everything about you, Moses. I chose you for a reason. Is there anything? Ooh, is there anything? Is there anything that you keep talking yourself out of that you feel like that I don't think I'm good enough for this? I don't think I have the ability to step out and do this. What is it that you keep talking yourself out of that God is pushing you to move forward in? Yeah? Oh. Let me tell you something. He built Moses. As time went on, that was building Moses' confidence. Can't nobody tell me different. When Moses went in with a low self-esteem. But when Moses got done, God built him up. Just imagine how Moses was feeling when the Israelites was walking away from Pharaoh. Just imagine how he was feeling. Just imagine when you step out in it and you see God was already telling you, like, you got it. Step on that there. I got you. I'm covering you. And just imagine when he starts showing you and things just start working out in your favor. That very thing that you was shooting down, that very thing that you was knocking it down, that very thing you kept speaking negative over, that very thing that you didn't never think that you would accomplish or achieve. Just imagine the outcome of it when God starts showing up and letting you see you are what I tell you. What did I tell you? I told you you was built for this. I told you that very thing that you've been wanting to do, that very thing you've been wanting to step out there and do, I told you. Where my Moses at? Where is my Moses at? Where y'all at? Don't be sitting back in the cut being shamefaced. Don't be sitting back hiding, because God already told me that it's a Moses out there. And he said, call them. Call them out. And I am here calling y'all out. And he called me out too. But I'm glad he called me out. I'm going to be honest. I'm glad. Because I'm like, hey, God, build my confidence. Build it. Whatever it is, let it make me stronger. And that's what it did for Moses. That very thing made him stronger. Because guess what? He kept going back. He kept going back. God said, go back, Moses. Guess what Moses did? He kept going back. God said, go back, Moses. Guess what Moses did? He kept going back. You can't tell me that wasn't making that man stronger. You cannot tell me that didn't build that man confidence. When they walked away from Pharaoh, man, I bet you Moses had the biggest smile on his face. But at the same time, I bet he was just like, thank you, God. Thank you for building me up. Thank you for choosing me. Because you saw something in me that I didn't even know that I had myself. Where my Moses at, y'all? my Moses said. Woo! I was like, when God gave me this, I said, oh, I can't wait to deliver this message. Let this help you. As I always say at the end, let this guide you, because I promise you, when he gave it to me, I was just like, yes. Thank you, God. Thank you for the word. Thank you for the message. So let this help you. If you didn't realize right now at the end of this video, if you sitting back thinking like, hey, I'm a Moses. God said it's something in you that you don't even know that you have. Remember I said back here on my last video, it's some instructions out here that some people need to follow. And right now, just like God guided Moses, let him guide you. Let him guide you. Moses. Where my Moses at, y'all? That's it. That's all I got. That's all I got. I don't have nothing else to say. Let this message guide you. Get some time with God and let him lead you to where he's wanting to take you. But also, stop talking down. Stop convincing yourself otherwise when God is telling you, move forward. Move forward. Lord have mercy. Woo! Woo, if this message not for me. Oh my God, if this message not for me. Move forward. Move forward, y'all. Thank y'all for watching. Bye.